Welcome back, everyone. It's John, Wade Boggs fan. So I'm sure most of you by now have heard of the Topps Project 2020. And for those of you who have been following that at all, you know the infamous Topps 2020 card of the Shore Griffey that pretty much led to the bubble bursting of that craziness and the run up and prices and all that stuff sent most of the cards down to normal. So today I want to show off my first ever Project 2020 card, and this card came to me via JT Triple Crown 24. And what's special about this card is that while you may be familiar with Topps Project 2020 cards, you may not know that JT does custom cards. So he takes an actual Shore Griffey and he will do a custom front to it. You send him in a picture or whatever like that of you, and he'll do a Shore Griffey in that design, and you can customize it. So I had JT make one for me for my Wade Boggs fan channel, so to speak. And so I'm going to show that off. He was a great sport. I'll tell you about it later as I'm showing it off. And in addition to that, I did get a couple cards in the mail. In fact, I think it was, it's actually just one. Technically two. One's a Boggs card, but anyway. So I'll show that one off as well. The last thing is that I've been sort of teasing that I'm going to be having another hobby talk video live stream and stuff. Still in the works. Bit of a delay. It's not going to happen this week. My guest hit very busy schedule, so we'll work something out here soon. I'm sure we will. Just the days that each of us have available is just not coinciding yet, but we'll get it done. So keep looking out for an announcement for that. So without further ado, let's go check out my Topps Project 2020 card. All right, going to start off with the Wade Boggs card that I picked up in the mail, and it's an art card. And I've got cards like this from this same artist before, and he does not just Boggs but multiplayer and stuff. I forget the last one I showed off, but this one, it's in the design sort of 1965 Topps, and it's the 84 batting leaders. So it has Don Mattingly, who I believe finished first, Dave Winfield second, and Wade Boggs, who finished third. So neat little custom card there. And on the back it has the batting averages. Yeah, Boggs came in at 325, finished third. And then there were two Yankees, Mattingly and Winfield. And those two I think were featured in that 1985 Donruss card. That's pretty cool, about the two of them battling off for the batting title that year. So pretty neat little oddball art card of Wade Boggs, not numbered or anything. So there's multiple copies I think that the seller has, but interesting pickup. Then what he threw in, now this may look, and at first I had to just make sure that it wasn't the actual card. I'm like, no, Mattingly wasn't in the 1984 Drakes, but there's a mock-up of what a Don Mattingly 84 Drakes card would look like. And of course that would make it a rookie card if this was an actual real card, but did a really good job of reproducing the back. Obviously you can tell that this is not a real card. I don't know if you can pick it up here in the light, probably not, but it has a sort of like a bit of a glossy paper to it. and on the front there you can maybe see the fact that it's shining like that. Definitely not the cardstock that Topps used for their Drake's cards. Clearly this is, you know, not meant to be an original card from that set. If you notice, you know, card number 34 out of 34. I don't know who the real 34 was, but at any rate, it's a neat oddball item that they threw in. So that was pretty cool. All right, now for the big show off here, my Topps Project 2020 card, and JT actually, again, this is an original Shore Griffey that he bought, and so it comes in the Project 2020 container and everything, and he put this is, I guess, the 34th custom card that he's done. So it has card 34, Wade Boggs fan on it. It has on the back JT's signature, Triple Crown 24, and he put Get Miggy with it, which he's a Miguel Cabrera super collector. So, of course, Miggy, so Get Miggy with it, pretty cool. So let's take a look at the custom card. And before I reveal it, just a little bit again. So what JT does is you send him a photograph of the picture you want, and he asks you, like, you know, do you want anything special in it or whatever? And I just said, hey, just being Wade Boggs fan, put me in a Red Sox uniform. So he says fine. So he sends me the first mock-up, and if you've seen my videos, my look is sort of with a, you know, 5 o'clock shadow, not quite a beard, but not cleanly shaven. And the first go through was he had me clean shaven, and so I asked if he could put some sort of, you know, some facial hair, and he says, well, I guess the process of making these cards, I don't know exactly how he does it, but I guess it's a little hard for him to maybe show stubble rather than like a full beard. But he said he was very kind enough to say, yeah, I'll go take a crack at it. He tried it, wasn't as, gave me more of like a maybe like a David Ortiz look, and I, you know, again, I said, hey, you know, I really appreciate the effort, and I hope I'm not being a nuisance here. Could you fill it in a little bit more? And I was like, yeah, sure, you know, I'll try it. And man, he nailed it. I mean, I really like how this came out, and so I'd be interested to hear back from you in the comments to see how much of a sort of a likeness. Now, again, these Shore Griffies are not meant to be real likenesses, or it's a more cartoonish look at Griffey, but I think it turned out great. So JT, thank you so much. I've now become one of the few that has their own JT created Project 2020 card, and here you go. Wade Boggs fan. As you can see, he got the stubble there. It's not a full beard. Got me in a Red Sox uniform. Wade Boggs fan there. YouTube. So again, this is an actual Shore Griffey. I'm assuming there's like an extra layer that he puts this on, the actual Shore Griffey, and it's the actual sticker, the case. He did put like a blank back to it, just to, you know, again, make sure that it's not being, I guess, sold as a Shore Griffey or whatever. But anyway, really cool addition to my personal collection, and the fact that I'm, you know, have this YouTube channel and recognized here with my own Topps Project 2020 card. So again, one last time, JT, thank you so much. I'm going to put this Project 2020 card there. There we go. Get the glare out. All right, so that's it for that showing off cards. So we'll wrap things up here with, of course, trivia time. And the question from the last video, I think one person got it, and kudos to them, because one person pointed out, and I'll get to the question here, but one person pointed out that technically saves, I guess, were not an official statistic until, I think it was, what, 1969, 67, 69, something like that. Anyway, so this is a unofficial total, so there are some statisticians that must have gone back and, you know, counted what would have been a save and all that stuff, and determined that this player, or this pitcher, was the first to record 10 or more saves in a single season. And the answer to the question, rather than me just saying it, I'm going to show it off with a card I have of that player. And the answer is Mordecai Peter Centennial Three-Finger Brown. He was the first to record 10 saves. In fact, in 1911, he had 13 saves for the Cubs, and he went 21-11 that year for the Cubs. So there is the answer to last video's trivia question. And talk about a name, Mordecai Peter Centennial Brown, better known as Three-Finger Brown. And if you don't know the story of how he became known as Three-Finger Brown, look him up. Interesting story, great Hall of Fame pitcher. So there you go. And let's get to the new trivia question. What is the first name of the pitcher who holds the record for the most strikeouts in a career? Pretty simple, right? What's the first name of the pitcher who holds the record for the most strikeouts in a career? Let me know your guesses in the comments. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.